Here's the thing, Samantha. We've been best friends for 20, almost 25 years, right? It's a prison term. I want something out of this deal. I want half of anything you win, not just the lottery, not just like a random draw, but if you win a trip to someplace hot, especially right now when it's this cold, I want to get to go on. I don't want to get to go. I'm telling you, I'm going with you. I'm going on your trip with you.
I mean, you've already like bullied me into giving you half of the winnings that I ever have, and I don't understand why I have to give you half of my winnings.
You've had no
Only
winnings.
only for the fact that, if you win, you do have to give me half, so that at least seems fair.
Right. It's a
But you
reciprocal bullying.
but you, but if you come on a trip with me that I've won just
Yeah.
because you're my best friend and have been for a prison term of 25 years, that doesn't seem fair.
Totally. I'm your ride or
I
die. I'm your
I feel
plus
like
one.
I feel like I get to make a choice.
Well, yeah, you get to make a choice. You chose to enter the draw. That's
Yeah,
your
but
choice.
you know what?
No,
The
I'm going.
problem is
I'm already
no,
gonna go.
shush. The problem is with you, you don't travel well.
You
You
don't know
you
that. I don't
you
travel.
travel okay to places you've been before, like Toronto, but you
Right?
don't travel well to places you've never been before.
But
One,
I've never
I
been.
don't sleep well. My pillow sucks. The food is gross. I don't like this. It's too hot. I don't like you are
It's
a
not that bad.
nightmare.
I'm
You're a
not that bad.
nightmare.
I'm not
Yes, you
that bad.
are. You're a nightmare.
I'm not. I just like first choice of the bed and first choice of all the pillows. That's a
That's
small thing to deal
that's
with.
annoying
That's a
as
small thing to
shit.
deal with. We could go on this trip that you just win and not even see each other just till the end of the day. Hi, oh hi, how was your day? Good, mine was good too. I don't need to hang out with you there. I
It's
don't need your
just
company.
this doesn't feel like a win-win for me.
Oh, it's a win-win.
No, it's
It's a
not.
win-win. We put the time in. I want something back out of this deal.
Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, that
Stop
is
it.
you again. No,
Just stop it.
listen, I want to just
Ugh.
continue with what we were talking about.
No,
It applies to everything.
no, it doesn't.
You win a food hamper, I want
No,
half if it's a big one.
no,
If it's a big
no,
one, if it's a big
no,
one, if it's a big one, if it's a
no,
big one, if it's a good
no.
size, if it's substantial. If it's $1,000 and above, I'd like the crackers in it or something,
Oh.
right? That's what I'm just saying.
Okay,
I would
so
give you
everything
my
you win,
crackers.
so everything that you
Of
win, I get
course.
half of it as well.
Yeah, like whatever I decide is half and that you can have.
Nope, and nope.
Yeah,
Nope,
that's how that would
no,
go.
because you'll
Yes.
never tell me when you win something, because then that way
Oh.
you don't have to like share it with me.
I will tell you, the key is not whether or not I will tell you. The key is whether or not you will directly ask the right question to get the appropriate response.
Oh God.
Right? That's the mystery that is me, Samantha.
No, that's the annoyance that is you.
You just say, "Hey, did you win?" I'm going to say no because I don't know what you think I might have won.
Hey, did you win a trip, money, food, stamps? I don't know, clothing, shoes. Are we listing it all?
You best compile that list and I could be like, "No, no, no." And then I'd be like and you'd be like, "Oh, you didn't tell me you want a car." And I'd be like, "You didn't ask if I want a car. You asked if I won stamps."
How do I get half of a car? Are you selling that car so I get half the money?
Maybe. Maybe
Mhm.
I would do that for you.
Yeah.
I'm not so closed off like you are.
Uh-huh. Okie dokie.
Samantha, how's your week been?
It's been great up until right now.
Up until we decide to do this again.
Up until I decided I had to give you half of things that aren't
Right.
rightly yours.
'Cause I am your plus one.
Uh-huh.
Your friendship plus one,
Yeah, okay.
right? Your ride or die. Your do or die, your ride or die.
Okay, stop talking of
Your
things you do
right
not know. You don't know
I
how to
am
use
your
the phrase. Stop
I am
talking.
your right-hand man. You put your right hand in, you take your left hand out. I am that girl. I'm doing the
Yeah.
hokey pokey with you,
Uh-huh.
right? I am your hokey to your pokey. Get
God,
it? A
no.
hokey, pokey.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah,
Nope.
yeah,
Nope. Nope.
yeah. If
Nope.
London Bridges is falling down, I'm there to try and help you.
Okay.
Doing all these things just for you in the name of friendship.
In the name of friendship. That
All
is
in the name of
awesome
friendship,
sauce.
right? Right?
Awesome sauce.
'Cause I am a fair weather friend, whatever that hopefully that's not the wrong term.
I think it is, but that's
That sounds like I'm leaving on a jet plane and get the
it
hell out of
does. It
Dodge, right?
does. Which, right now it's totally fine.
Right, whatever. Hey, look at my things. They're getting better.
They're getting better, Lisa.
I'm only half a marionette.
Only half.
Right now they almost look back. Now they're almost
Ah.
just to the point where they're just my things again, my these.
Yep.
Talking about my face friends.
In case you didn't know,
But
we
that
always
shit
have
is
to we have to talk about something that's affecting Lisa.
when we talk about my haircut.
Nope.
Right? Got my haircut because I'm going away soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to cut a week early, so I got to cut a little shorter than usual. Apparently.
Uh-huh.
Apparently
Okay.
that's what we do before we go on a trip.
That is apparently what you
Right?
do.
Yeah, one of us goes nice and trim and the other
The other
goes
one,
like
it's
you.
totally fine.
Totally just like you, right?
Totally fine.
Totally fine. Okay. My week's been good too, thank you. One week you ask it and then you just this is a
I had
one-sided friendship,
I
man.
had several weeks of back-to-back asking you how your week was.
I think you had 3.
You've just kept just chattering the whole time that my mind is officially like blank and bored.
Samantha, not bored, blank maybe, not bored. Not when you're with this girl, I'll tell you.
All right.
Listen, just like when I was in public school, I was always a little bit of a chatterbox.
Uh-huh.
Lisa would do so much better if she would just turn around and concentrate on the schoolwork.
Right.
Same type of thing. It's followed me throughout.
Uh-huh.
Just how
I
it
know.
is. Right? Okay, listen. It's week 2 of freezing cold temperatures.
Yeah, it's been chilly. My toes are still cold.
All I do is get a chill, unchill, get a chill, unchill.
What do you want me to say, Lisa? You live in Saskatchewan. Eventually the weather was going to come.
But I'm amazed that we don't walk around with pneumonia. Right?
Actually, I'm amazed
Hot
that
or
you don't
cold,
walk around with pneumonia.
right? Hot, like I said last week, my office has 2 temperatures, freezing and nap. And when it hits nap, this girl's got to get up and stretch her legs quick, or she going right. I'm going down. I'm going timber. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. I'm going down for the count. I'm like, whoa, and move, and move, and move, and move.
Yeah. Like
Right.
you're either freezing or you're too hot.
Oh, I tell you, making this spry gal feel like she's 100.
Huh.
Right. I'm
100.
sleeping in pajama bottoms, sleeping in pants. Usually I wear shorts and a tank top. I'm in bottoms. Right?
Oh my God, it's cold.
One night I had some socks on. My
Oh,
feet were
really?
cold. Yeah.
I
Grandma's
think
gotta
only
chill.
I think only psychos wear socks to bed.
Well, maybe I could be psycho. I don't know. You called me a psycho last week because why? Because I like tea or something, wasn't
No,
it?
because you liked cream of wheat
Oh, right. Cream of wheat.
tea. Oh my God.
Right? Well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Whatevs, man. But it
But
is
the weather,
freezing and it's not good for anybody. It's not good
it's
for
not.
me. It's not good for my car.
What's up? Why? What's wrong? What's wrong with Betty?
Well, the cold has affected
Oh,
Betty, and
really?
it's really it's basically shown a weakness in her body and
Betty.
spirit.
Not Betty.
I'm a little bit like verklempt. It's freaking me out because every time I drive her, she gets a little too warm.
Is
And
Betty going
now,
through the change?
well, she might be going through the change, but then that just means shit needs to happen. So,
Right. Money, money,
uh,
money, money,
nay,
money.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I had to find an alternative route to work that didn't involve going over 50 or 60 kilometers an hour because anything
Oh,
higher than that really gets her hot.
Oh, Betty's not
So
happy with that.
yeah, I thought I found a good way to work, and I was wrong because
Wow.
there's just no good way to get to work if you're not taking like a highway.
So Betty's new theme song then is "Don't get my motor running, don't
Yeah,
put me on the highway."
highway.
No, none of those things, hey?
No, she's stressing me out, Betty.
Oh,
I don't
Betty.
love her. I don't love Betty right now.
Don't hey. Would you say
I
that about
know.
your kid? That's why you're not a mom. That's why right there. Ding, 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 ding. That's why you're not a mom. Right? Right?
Totally.
Right? Johnny's got a fucking cold again. Snot dripping and he's got the sniffles. I hate that fucking kid right now.
There's
Right?
so many reasons. There's so many reasons why I never had kids, and that is
And friends of the
probably one of them.
friends of the podcast, that's not even an exaggeration. That's what we would say. Hey? That's what we would say.
We
Oh,
are
poor
horrible.
Betty. We are.
I
I was at
know.
work today, and there's lots of people I work with are moms. I'm not a
Oh,
mom,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
there was a mom comment made, and I'm like, and that's why I didn't have kids because you know what? I would on the end of my boot, right? The end of my boot, that kid, right? God,
Oh, yeah.
we are bad.
I think we recognize did we not recognize as individuals that we are actually quite selfish and that being that selfish
Totally
we cannot bring
doesn't bode
in another
well.
person into that.
No, right? You should never ever have to be thinking, actually, Sally, Mummy's getting new stuff for school, not you, right? Be thankful you get to go to
Oh,
school,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're way too selfish, hey?
I
But we
yeah,
knew that,
yeah. I knew that.
right? It's better than having kids and then, like you said, hating them. I'd like to think we wouldn't hate them, but I don't know. I
Ah,
can't I wouldn't wanna bet on that.
I wouldn't want to bet on like my reaction to a kid who does something stupid.
Right. Exactly.
We were raised by boomers. Like we have zero sympathy.
Right? We were raised in a culture where they didn't wanna hear what your bitching complaining was. They were off to work,
Oh yeah.
right?
Like
So you
we
can
just
just stay at home and complain, Samantha, nobody's here to care,
yeah. So
right?
just I
Yeah,
don't
and we
know.
just we just carry that shit on. You know what it is?
Uh,
We're empathetic in all things in life except for if they belong to us. Then we're like, I'm kinda over you now."
yeah, we're kind of over you now.
I'm kinda over you, right? It's
Yeah.
like, I'd be good with that. Well, I'm sorry to hear about Betty,
Yeah, I know. We'll get her fixed.
right? She always pulls through, right? You just got her face fixed,
I know. She got a pretty new windshield.
right? She'll be fine. They'll fix her. I mean, she's old, right? She's like breaking a hip, right? She's gotta get it. She's gotta get her body fixed. She gotta get her spirit fixed,
Gotta get moving.
right? But you can't get mad at her. You can't get mad at her. Okay. This is gonna blow your mind. I didn't even know this was even possible.
Uh-huh.
I shake my head, Samantha, at myself. That's not what I didn't think was possible. I went, I because it's so cold in my home, I bought a new sweatshirt.
Yes.
A big comfy sweatshirt, hey? It's too
Uh-huh.
big, but it's comfy. I shake my head at how lazy this new sweatshirt makes me. I put that sucker on, I'm like, "Ugh." I'm not a sloth. I'm like a puddle. I'm a puddle with arms.
Do you just feel cozy?
Oh, I just feel like heaven. I'm just like, ugh. Like,
Uh,
I tell ya, when it's time to get up to go to the bathroom, I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Gotta get up. Me and my sweatshirt are just sitting here enjoying the day. And now I gotta get up, right?
oh my God, who knew
Right?
a piece of clothing could have that effect on you?
It says on it, rock and roll, right? It says rock and roll. I bought it from that store that you buy some of your shirts at. And
Maurice's?
yeah, yeah,
Ah,
right. So it's nice. It's big. It's
yeah.
comfy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like
Rock
you
and
can't
roll.
even you can't even tell if there's a bra on or not.
Jeez.
So it's like
Oh
perfect.
my God. It's like the
Just
perfect mirage.
just it's like it's you just
Ah,
have no clue. You just
Okay.
have no clue.
All right.
So I'm shaking my head at how a sweatshirt can make me feel even lazier than I can sometimes feel.
I feel like I predicted this for you
I
because
think
you
you
were anti
did,
sweatshirt, and I'm like, you're gonna
right?
like being in a sweatshirt, especially if you're cold.
And I've always been anti sweatshirt. Like I've never really owned a sweatshirt, right? And I hate a hood. Like I hate a hood. Right? Because what do I do when I wear a hood? Can you check the hood? Is the hood flat? And then you're like, the hood's
Right?
fine. I'm like, it can't be. It's all crumpled up in my neck. I feel it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because every time we go to the lake, I make sure I at least bring one sweatshirt just in case it's a bit chilly. You,
Yeah,
nothing.
I got because I don't got a sweatshirt.
Right. And
Now
now
I'll
you
bring
do.
rock and roll. Right? Don't get me wrong. You shouldn't really wear it out in public because it's pretty big. But
But at the lake, it'll be fine.
yeah, and it's not conducive to bras. It should have been posted right on there. Bra not needed. Okay. I'll take it. I will take
Oh
it.
my God.
Yeah, right?
Look at you being introduced to something fun.
Just out there. That's the type of gal I'm becoming. Headed
I
into my
know.
55th year, sweatshirt and all. Look at me go.
Lazy, lazy.
Lazy Lisa.
It's a new name.
Lazy, lazy Lisa being a lump. Just being a lump in her new sweatshirt.
Lump of coal. All right. Well,
Just a
that's
big
good.
old lump. Yeah, kind of fun.
Well, I have and I shake my head too, and it's I know we talk about bathrooms quite a bit, but I feel I need to say this just because I'm sure other people feel the same. I shake my head at people who can't pee into the toilet. Like,
Oh,
what is with the stray pee on the toilet seat? Like, are you doing some like crazy dance or acrobatic movement that it's like hitting everywhere but the inside of the toilet?
right?
That
Because
I
no,
just
because no offense, guys. I don't believe that you're handling a fire hose down there, right? Like with that much pressure. I don't think that that's what's happening.
I don't know, and it's just like it just makes me go because every time I think about it, I'm like, you're making me clean off a toilet seat that
Yeah,
didn't
I
need to
didn't.
be cleaned off
Right.
because I didn't make that mess.
I did not pee on the seat.
No, I didn't pee on the seat, but I'm just wondering, like, were you standing on it? Were you like slightly ajar from it? Like,
Do you do
what?
you think do you think it happens because they're used to like urinals where they all just chat, like they just hold on to their dick and chat and pee and chat and pee and it's like when men drive, right? When they're driving and they talk to you, all of a sudden they look
Ah,
at you and the car turns with them. Maybe it's the
yes,
same, right? They're just hanging on to it, chatting, and I don't know.
very possible.
It's weird, but you know what? We're gonna keep talking about this issue, Samantha, until it stops.
We need bathroom etiquette to come back. Who does
Right?
etiquette? Who's the etiquette person? Can we talk to them? Can they do
I
a
don't know.
PSA? You know,
Right?
they do PSAs for shit, lots of shit. Why can't they
And
do a
then
PSA on bathroom etiquette?
and then this is the problem, and this might be wrong and it might get me into hot water. I don't know. But then this is why women sometimes don't want to share bathrooms with men,
Right? Because they're
right?
gross.
Because they pee on the seat. Same, right? I share by my office, it's a shared
Yeah,
communal bathroom and that's
yeah,
fine.
that's
But
fine.
right, like there's same thing, right? There's pee. Like I'm hoping that that's water from your boots on the floor, not pee I'm stepping in. Seemed like a lot of water one day, and I'm like,
Seem like a lot of water.
right? Oh God,
I'm
right?
just. That's why I was just like, really
We got to get to the bottom of this, right?
not good, people. Not good.
God, men, it's like I don't know. It's like it makes no sense. I don't get it either. I don't get
I
it
don't
either.
get it.
It's
Nope.
frustrating. You know what else? So, just when I thought I had it all figured out, remember last week I was all excited about the Dutchie
Uh huh.
and a little concerned because my Tim Hortons, they brought the Dutchie and the new flavors, and they to make room, they took away the sprinkled donut, and I wasn't really happy.
Yes.
So now they've found room for the sprinkled donut. But now the problem is that there's too many choices. And dear Tim Hortons, if I don't start avoiding you, I'm going to be headed for trouble.
Oh.
Mhm. Double
Well,
trouble.
there's a lot of things that you probably that should deter you from Tim Hortons.
Like what?
One of them being the diabetes that you have.
I don't have it though. Remember, I had it one day when I had a heart attack. Right?
But yet you take all the meds still,
Might as well be safe. Might as well
right?
be safe, right?
So I think that it's not Tim Hortons' fault that you have no
Oh,
like
self-control.
self-control. Thank you. That's the word I
Like
was
like
looking
like
for.
I do so good when I'm like, I will take a medium double. I'm like batting 1,000, right? Doing good. In my mind, I'm like, doing good, Lisa. You got this. You got this. Medium double, and a Dutchie. And a Dutchie. And you had to ask if there was anything else, because of course there is. There's a sprinkled donut too.
Oh my god, so you're getting 2 donuts?
Just one day. Just one day. One day. Morning snack
Oh.
and afternoon snack. That's why I'm saying I'm headed for trouble.
You are about to head for a third wheel around your stomach.
I lost 3 pounds last week.
Doing what?
I don't know, but I'll take it. My scale, right? My "you're awesome" scale told me I lost 3 pounds.
Okay, so you're making up for it by getting 2 donuts?
It was not on purpose. Do you think I went in there wanting 2 donuts? I went in there with a game plan to get a coffee and a Dutchie.
Uh-huh.
I had a
Sure.
game plan, and then all of a sudden there was
Alright.
the sprinkled donut,
Okay.
right? It's not that easy.
I'm sure it isn't.
Oh, thanks for being sympathetic.
I am not.
No, right? At all.
Oh, at all, at all,
Makes me
at all,
mad.
at all. I'm
I was
sorry.
mad at myself. I'm just telling you. I'm sharing a story. I don't need to feel guilt again. I've already been there
I Okay, so do you not want me to talk about it then?
about I don't know. No more. Don't talk about it.
Okay.
Because now it makes me really sad that I have to make a choice. So I have to avoid it now because I can't make the choice because I'm not strong.
Then just go to Starbucks.
Yeah, get a hot chocolate. And then you have that debate. Do you want a hot chocolate or do you want donuts? It's about the same. It's about the
Kinda the
same,
same. Yeah, pretty
right?
much.
Oh, okay. Enough about
Calories, sugar.
calories, right? Sugar, calories, and
Yeah,
sugar, and goodness,
and goodness. Yeah.
right?
Okay, I have a strange question.
Okay.
How many selfies do people take before they get the right one?
Well, if you're in the picture, a lot.
I hate pictures, you know that.
I think you do it on purpose. I think there's a
No, I
part of
don't.
you.
I really
I
I
think
really hate pictures. I don't know how to put my head. I don't know how to stand. I don't know.
I feel that if you were 7
And
years old,
everyone
you
is
were
like so cute. They're
practicing.
like, and I'm like, fuck.
I know, and then you purposely have to make a crazy ass face to ruin the picture, kinda.
Yeah. And then I'm
That
like,
time we get a good one, right? You're like, "Jazz hands." It's like, "Why? Why? Why did the jazz hands need to come out?" Right?
or I'm like, peace.
Peace, or you're like something, right? You're like gangsta. I'm like, just take this one again.
Because I hate pictures. I think pictures
I
are
know
annoying.
you do, and yet we make you take them. We make you get in them. I don't
Yes,
know. I use a 3-second timer, and I feel that we can get it. I feel I'm not as good as the HHG. She usually gets hers in one shot. Hey,
she does.
right? She's good. She's really good.
Do
I
you
think
feel
I'm
like
like,
do you feel like people practice?
oh, like stay at
Yeah.
home and practice their selfies.
Do you think like somebody takes like an afternoon and like does a million
Steve,
I just can't see that.
I can't see that either. That seems really crazy, but maybe.
I think, and then you come across sometimes it's on Instagram, sometimes on TikTok,
Uh,
where they like, okay, we're going to teach you how to stand. We're going to teach you how to take a
right.
proper photo. And then you try it out and you're like, it still doesn't work.
They say I saw a tutorial and it said the best way to get like the best smile on a selfie is to look down and look up like you're laughing and stop. Apparently that's the picture. Right?
Stop.
And stop. Right? And that's the picture.
Look down.
Look down, look up like you're laughing and stop.
That's what's
That's what they say.
nope, nope, and nope.
Not
Oh my
happening.
God.
I don't know.
Uh,
I think that we're like 3 to 5 to get a good one.
yeah.
Because you
And
and I,
even
if we're
then,
taking one of both of us, rarely do we ever both agree,
yeah.
right? And you're quick
And
to in the trash can,
yeah.
you want I don't delete the evidence. I don't care. I don't have the time. You're like you and the HHG are deleting all evidence.
Yeah. Well, I trust the HHG. Like if she thinks it's a good photo, then it's a good photo.
As opposed to if I think it's a good photo
Well, because I feel like she has more expertise in it.
on a selfie. On a selfie, where most of the time when she's in the picture, it's of her eye and
Yeah,
half
it's
of
of
her
her
face,
eye, the top of her
right?
head.
That's her specialty, right? Her half a face, right? "Oh, it's just my eye in there," right?
Yeah, it's weird, let
Right?
me tell you.
Kinda funny, it's kinda funny.
It is
I
kind
don't
of
know,
funny.
I'm gonna say 3 to 5.
I'm probably if it was just me, it's probably gonna be 10.
Oh, okay, interesting, interesting. But you don't use the timer. If you use the timer and you do the look down, click, you got it. All all works.
Oh my
It
god.
all works. Okay, here's the $1,000,000 question for you, Samantha. If you had a successful business, would you hire your siblings or keep the staff to unknown people? What are you
Oh,
doing?
that's a loaded question, Lisa, and I
What,
think
right?
that's truly unfair.
I'm gonna fine, I'll answer it. Guess what? I'm going with unknown people.
Okay.
I do not want a family business.
No, I think a
Right?
family business is wrought with, oh,
Especially
problems.
and I come from a family with family business. So do
Uh,
you, right?
uh-huh.
You
Yeah,
do too. But
yeah.
and apparently it worked out okay because 'cause we're still family. But, yeah, no, I think
Uh,
like, when I think of me and my siblings, as we get older,
uh-huh.
I don't think so,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah.
think mm-mm.
No. My grandfather had a confectionery where my aunts and my mom worked with my
Yeah,
grandma and my grandpa, but, um and they
yeah.
got on well, but I
But now people nowadays, we're not gonna get along well.
no.
It's different relationships now,
Yeah,
right?
and
Like
if it's one sibling owns the business and you're just working for them, like, do you have a voice? Like, do you feel like you can
right, the whole bit, right? I say you keep to the unknown people and then you keep your siblings close at your heart,
yeah,
right? I
close
think that's what
close to your heart.
close to your heart. I think that's what you gotta do.
'Cause I like, could
Totally.
you imagine
No,
if
no.
you had to, like, sit down a sibling and say, "Hey, we have to talk
"Hey."
about your performance."
No, right? You imagine that? "Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Go to hell." Couple tears, mad, slam a door, right? We would revert back to we were like 7.
Right? It just is
I'm
like, how
telling mom, "Good, tell mom she dead, but go ahead." Right?
like, how professional do you think that conversation is gonna be? It
Not be
won't
very
be.
professional,
It
right?
won't be.
It won't it would be like, "So, okay, so you know what? You suck,
Mhm.
and are you trying to suck on purpose? What's
Yeah.
the reason why you being so shitty?
Yeah.
Like, why
Like,
do you suck?"
"Mom told me you weren't sick when you called in sick." Like, that's
Right,
not nice.
right? Mom said you were at the mall, like, "Nice, nice," right? And here I am picking up your slack, so your
Uh-huh.
lazy ass can go shopping today.
Yeah.
I don't get to go shopping, right?
Oh,
Mom said
I
you took an
just
extra pop from the cooler,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't
Mm,
know. I think it's a bad idea. I'm just saying. I just
just saying, I friends of the podcast, if you disagree, drop us a line, let us know.
'cause it's
Let us
what
know.
okay, so okay, so now I'm gonna throw something else into there. It's not just your siblings, it's your nieces or nephews.
Or their spouses, right? Because then everybody wants a job. No,
Oh my god. Like,
no,
these are the kids that you saw as little babies, and now they're grown
right.
adults, and they're trying to work at your place of business, and they're
And
driving you insane.
they think they're smart like you,
And what if you honestly had to fire one of them? That would be
right? You
horrible.
gotta let one go, right?
How do you how do you have that conversation? And then how do you not, like, feel like you're gonna get it from, like, your siblings,
Right,
like, the parents of this
right,
nephew or like,
right.
how that's not good.
It's not good, right? And do you okay, so then let's take it one step
Ugh,
further.
The
You and
holidays
I,
would be horrible.
right? All of a sudden family splits up. Okay, but let's take it one step further. You and I became friends from working together.
Uh-huh.
What would that happen to that friendship now? It would drift up, it would crack in half. Crack in half that friendship would. Friendship would be over day one-ish, right?
Yeah,
Would not
okay.
We both have
Uh,
too many transferable skills to put up with each other's opinion or to think that one knows more than the other, right?
right, we have multiple transferable skills.
And if you think about it, 20 years ago, we really
Uh,
could battle back then. Now we actually can back it up, right? It wouldn't be good.
oh, no, it would totally not be good.
It would
Oh, so
totally not be
bad,
good.
so bad.
So, so bad. You know what else is so bad though? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why this came to my mind, but it did. Out of all the things in the world that people can have a fetish about, why feet?
I'm gonna say something.
Why feet?
I can't.
Don't be yucky.
No, I'm not gonna say it. I think that there are some very pretty feet out in the world,
They're not
and
that feet. Their
people
feet, they're not that pretty.
no, some people have pretty feet.
Oh, you
Uh,
think you have pretty feet.
no,
You
I
have
don't think I have
feet.
pretty. I have feet. I have
You have
normal feet.
feet.
You
You have
have
feet.
like monster
Uh,
claw.
sh- I just said you had feet, and you have to take my feet that I've gone on the record for a million years saying are ugly. Because why? They're modes of transportation,
Modes of transportation.
right?
Yeah. And this is an example of the friendship.
Right? Because she's an asshole. She's a total asshole.
As
She's
if
got a
you wouldn't also point out the same thing about me,
right? You live in
jerk.
denial. You live in denial of your bunion. You have a very, very obvious bunion, and you're like, it's not a bunion. It's a fucking bunion.
But it doesn't bother me. Your
It
bunions
does.
bother you.
No, they don't anymore. I've gotten over it.
How do you get over
Right?
that?
You just deal with it. You
Mind over
just tough
matter.
it up and deal with it. Right? Big deal.
Okay,
It's a
so
bunion.
back to
Back
fetish.
to
I
back
don't
to
know
feet.
why. I don't know if is it a feet. I don't know why. I don't know. Like that seems
They
like is it
say,
because your feet can still touch things? Because it's like a
I don't know.
hand where you can like still touch
Hey,
stuff.
okay, okay. Let's just call it. People suck on toes.
People suck on toes.
It's bad enough we gotta suck on things, right? Let alone a toe. Right?
That's
Let
gonna
alone a
be an
toe.
explicit mark.
We shouldn't be sucking on anything other than popsicles.
Well,
Only thing, popsicles,
uh-huh.
right?
I don't know. People
Right?
are strange. I mean, people have lots of fetishes though. Like if there's feet, there's hands.
Weird,
Yeah, it's
it's
bizarre.
weird, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
just
sure it's not
weird.
in a good way. There the people have a fetish with feet, not in a good way.
Like, they're, like, in the dark web way. That's where they are. They're in the dark web. They're down in the dark
Probably.
web, right?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
They're not where I surf,
No.
that's for
They're
sure.
they're not on Google, Lisa.
They're not on Google, and I don't know why it came into my mind, but it did.
Oh my god, such a weird thing.
Weird, hey? I
Oh,
know. I know.
okay. Well, okay, so speaking of like weird things, I came across a a spray called Yoga Room.
Ew.
So I'm curious, what does a yoga room spray smell like? It was named Yoga, and I'm like, and it's a room spray, and I'm like, what the hell does that smell like? Does it smell like sweaty bodies, bad bo, and vajayjay
All combined.
all combined? Like, what does that smell like?
Unless that's the female version of it. If it's the male version, it's sweaty, hairy back and ass crack
An ass
and
crack.
musty balls. That's what it smells like, and musty balls, right?
And musty balls. Yep.
Who wants that spray as opposed to fresh baked bread? How are you making that decision, right? I'm gonna go for the yoga
Fresh.
room spray or
Yeah.
fresh baked bread.
I mean, I'm sure I'm overthinking it because I'm sure yoga room spray probably smells like incense and like freshness and green things and all that kind of stuff. In
Right.
my brain, all I thought was you're sweaty, you
And hot.
smell. That's hot.
And you need a shower.
That's where
Yeah.
my brain went.
Yeah. I don't think it's good.
Yeah, I don't think it's good either.
I think I'm gonna keep it like lemon and like that type of scent, right?
Some like lavender.
Lavender, right?
Maybe
Something
that's the yoga room spray. Maybe it smells like lavender.
I don't know, right? It's like I don't want a candle. Like it's funny, right? Like I want a candle that smells like cinnamon, but I don't want it to be called Cinnapoo bathroom spray scent because it's a whole different thing, right? It's disgusting,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But just a nice cinnamon scented candle, that sounds nice.
It does
But
sound
if you
nice.
it's got to smell like a bathroom, I'll pass. Right?
Oh, that's true. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Lisa, I have to ask the question. I'm going to probably regret asking this question, but I'm going to ask it
Okay.
anyways. Lisa, how did your jean shopping go over the weekend?
So it was unexpected. I went and got my hair cut and thought, fuck it.
Uh,
It's going to be weird that I only wear one pair of pants on casual days for the next 10 days when I'm on holidays, right?
uh-huh.
Because I don't really have a lot of jeans. I mean, I have another pair that are kind of like I can wear them, but so the first place I went, you know what the lady said? She
Mm.
said she said I should look for mom jeans.
Why?
That's what she said. She said, "I think a mom jean would fit you better." And I'm like, "Why?" I said, "I'm not even a mom." She's like, and she said to me, she goes, "You're not?" No. And then she's like, then she said, she goes, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were old enough to be a mom." Oh, I'm way old enough to be a mom, but it doesn't mean I want to wear mom's jeans. Like, so then
Oh
I
my
left. I'm like, I can't with you. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I can't with you.
Oh my
Right?
God.
So then I went to the next place. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Totally knowing I'm not gonna find a jean. Told the lady, "I'm not gonna find a jean, so don't even waste your time with me. I'm not gonna find a jean." Okay? Here's the thing, right? Is, dear lady, please don't try and convince me that a jean is working when it isn't,
Uh-huh.
right? Like, we've worked in fashion long enough,
Uh-huh.
and I get the whole rule, if she loves it, she owns it. I get that, right? We don't burst that bubble because she loves it. I am
Right.
walking out with a scowl because you know the pants, I'm in clown pants. And she's like, "You know what? Actually, I think that that's not a bad leg for you." I'm like, "Really? Because we could all fit in these legs, right? Like everybody in the store can fit in my leg." Right? It's horrible,
Right.
right? It was
Yes,
just so it was bad. And then I found a jean. I did find a jean.
you did. I
I
got a
did find a
picture.
jean, right? It's a little more narrow than what I wanted, of course, but at
Uh-huh.
some point when you have a bird leg, you gotta decide like you gotta make peace with it, man.
You gotta make peace with the bird leg.
Even though years ago I had like, I remember wearing a bit of a
Uh,
flare jean back when they were in, remember when we worked
yes.
at Pennington's, and I had a cargo jean and it was a wider leg, and my leg
Uh-huh.
has not changed. It's always been a bird, and it just you know what it is that I think back then maybe I had more of a hip. I have no hip or ass now,
Oh, no, you don't.
right? So I
Yeah.
lost after my heart attack, I lost my hips and I lost my ass. My midsection, I lost it too, but it came back. It found
It
its way
came
back home.
it came back.
Found its way back home, but my hips and my ass never found their way back home. It's like I didn't microchip them, right? So like they're not out there wondering where they live. They just disappeared and never came back.
Oh,
So it's
well,
hard to find a pant, but I found a pant and it'll be fine.
okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got to make peace with the fact that I got like a body like Humpty Dumpty,
You
right?
do.
Like I just it is what it is.
It is what it
Is what it
is.
is.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
right? You know? Yeah. What do you do?
Um, okay, so I don't know how you feel about this, but what do you think the world would do if we didn't have pickles?
So I love pickles, but I think
Yes.
we can live in a world without them.
But can we?
Tell me 4 things that pickles go with.
Uh, Tuna, hamburgers, chicken burgers. Fourth one, I'm gonna throw because it could be relish, hot dog.
No. Are you talking relish or pickle?
All things. You could have a pickle with your hot dog.
I think we could live without pickles.
I don't think we could.
I think we can. I think I like a pickle, but I think the world can live without a pickle.
I don't know.
I don't think it enhances. What's it enhancing?
It's delightful. Well, because if you get a garlicky, vinegary one, oh, that's really good in a tuna fish sandwich.
But I think you're the only one who does that. Nobody else puts
No,
pickles in the
lots of
tuna
people
fish.
do.
No,
Go
they
check
don't.
out
No,
go
they
check
don't.
out tuna TikTok. Go
They don't.
check out
There's no
tuna
tuna
TikTok.
TikTok, right? It's
Yes,
fish
there
in the
is.
ocean tuna TikTok, right? It's a TV show probably coming up in the fall. Tuna TikTok, right? Stay tuned for the next episode of Tuna TikTok. Right?
Tuna TikTok. It's a thing.
I
Tuna
I don't
fish.
think I don't think it's people making sandwiches.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. Like I don't need one on my burger. I don't put a pickle on. If I'm gonna eat a pickle, I'm gonna put them on a plate and just eat pickles.
I know because then okay, so there's no more pickled cheese crackers,
That would make me a little bit sad
right?
because I like pickled cheese crackers,
Right.
right? Like
That
I
kind
like a
of
dum dum.
ruins.
I like a dum dum pickle.
That's a yum yum pickle, not a dum dum pickle.
Right? I like a dum dum pickle, and I like a bread and butter pickle,
Hmm.
but I can live without them.
That doesn't mean the world can live without them, Lisa. Just
Feel I
because you, not everything revolves around you.
really okay, but here's my thing. Do you think every culture is having pickles,
I think
or is it just North American?
there's a form of pickling that's happening. I don't know if
Okay, fine.
everyone loves a pickle as much as we do.
Well, I wouldn't get rid of the beet.
You like a beet more than a pickle?
Totally, I would take a beet more than a pickle. I would put a beet on everything. I would put a beet on a hot dog. I would put a beet on anything. I would eat a beet on anything.
That's weird.
I would put a beet if I had. I'd put a beet in my top 5 favorite things. Beet. Who's putting a pickle there?
Are you 100? Like only
I
old
love
people like beets.
and Lisa and Lisa. I love a good beet.
Oh my god, that is
I
so
love a good
weird.
beet, right? I don't know. I mean, the world can keep them. It's fine. They're baby cucumbers, big cucumbers, whatever they
Uh-huh.
are,
Yeah, they're
right?
cucumbers.
Right? But just because you can pickle everything doesn't mean like we don't need pickled carrots in our lives.
Pickled carrots are good.
They're good, but we don't need them. We don't need
Pic-
pickled asparagus.
yeah, I don't love pickled asparagus, but I like pickled onions. Those are good.
Yeah, but those got a little bite, hey?
Uh-huh. They
Those
got
got
a
a little bite. Okay.
little spice.
I don't know. I don't know. Just keep the beat for me. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Keep the beat, Samantha. Okay.
it's always about you,
I got a
Lisa.
nice I got a nice shake my head, and it's not about me either.
Oh, okay.
So, friend of the podcast, Jan Arden. I don't know if you heard about
Uh-huh.
this. So, friends, if you don't know who Jan Arden is, right? Canadian superstar, up there, lots of hits, has a podcast, been a guest on our show, been stalked by Lisa and Sam many times. She
Yeah,
had an
she's
accident,
uh-huh.
right? She was wearing these glasses, I guess these virtual glasses
Yeah,
that
a
you wear
VR.
when you play, right? And I guess in the game that she was playing, she fell. And I guess in the game, when you fall, you actually fall in real life too, because it's so
God.
real. So she fell, she cracked the back of her head open.
Uh-huh. She hit a cabinet or something?
Yeah, she had to go to the hospital and get stitches. But here's what I'm shaking my head at. Not that part so much. Maybe not the best move, but not that part. I'm shaking my head at the fact that when she got to the hospital, she got into the room and she had a friend with her, and they brought her a bassinet with gloves and water and asked the friend to clean the wound.
Uh-huh.
Last time I checked, Alberta, you're part of Canada, and we pay people who are trained to do that job.
Yeah.
No offense, but if my head's bleeding open, I get in emergency, you're going to help me with it. But once you're in the place where the people are there that are trained and get paid to do that, I feel you need to step away and let them do their business.
Uh-huh. I was kind of shocked to hear her describe her experience, and then they
Right?
videoed it, right? And he was like dabbing the back of her head. But then she went, I think the following day or when she got home, she
Uh-huh.
also let people know that they put staples in her head to close the
Or
wound.
staples or something, right?
Yeah, they gave her little
That's
scissors,
right.
and they showed her friend, I can't remember his name now.
Nigel.
Nigel. They showed Nigel and her how to remove the staples from her head. She will be removing her own staples in
From her
12 days
head, from the back of her head.
from the back of her head.
Like, hi. Did she go in and give herself an X-ray too?
I don't know.
Like, I shake my head at that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's normal or if these guys were just super busy and they didn't have time to like wipe her head down and stuff.
It seems odd.
It just
I
seems
have to
odd.
believe that that's not the norm. Like, it's like when we were forced to take first aid. Don't make people take something that they're just not prepared to do,
No.
right? So if I'm injured, right, chances are, right, I don't know if I want to be the person that's got to take care of it. And I've had staples removed, and I don't want to be the one doing that either,
No, I've had stitches removed and
right?
that's not pretty. So,
No,
like I would be not nervous for someone to take staples out of my head that wasn't a nurse,
right. And so you get infection in your head,
right?
right? I
That's
shake my
not
head at the
good.
fact that that was her experience.
Welcome to Canada. Our healthcare system is falling apart.
Right? Like, not even like a, "Hey, it's Jan Arden, let's just, like," it's like if you go like, if she walks into your restaurant, chances are you're giving her the best service you can because it's Jan Arden and she's a
Right.
superstar. But
Uh-huh.
she walks into the hospital and she got, "Here's your little doctor's bag. Have fun." Right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what they did.
I just shake my head at that.
That's not
Sam
good.
No, not good at all. Samantha, what's your morning routine and when do you brush your teeth?
I brush my teeth after my shower.
Before you eat or drink?
Yes,
Always?
most of the time.
Uh, let's talk about a Saturday.
No,
No.
I brush my teeth after I eat and drink.
Okay, so here's the thing, don't, because the studies show that if you brush your teeth after, your mouth fills up with all that junk, all the bacteria at night, and you're just swishing it on down with your coffee. Swish, 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 drink, drink, drink.
So I
Yum.
need to brush my teeth before I drink coffee?
Yeah. To get rid of all the grossness. Because you're ingesting the nastiness
I'm ingesting the
of
nasty?
your mouth,
Awesome.
right? Right?
Aren't you just a plethora of information today? Fucking awesome.
So it's good that you're doing it Monday to Friday, but you're killing it on the but there's some room for improvement on the weekend.
Oh my god, I don't wanna adjust my morning routine.
Then just keep swallowing the bacteria.
Awesome. I can't wait for my gut to explode. That'll be fun.
Right, right. And why do you have an upset stomach? Oh, because just I had a side of bacteria along with my coffee this morning.
Oh god. Oh,
Right?
seriously?
Just saying.
Something
Totally.
else I need
Change.
to worry about in my life?
You get up, you pee, brush your teeth.
God,
That's
serious?
what you do. Yeah, serious.
I don't know. Like,
Serious.
how is it for you? You got the dentures.
Hi. I get up, I go from my bedroom to the bathroom, teeth in. No, but nobody sees me with no teeth. Right? So of course I've brushed them. I'm never swallowing bacteria ever. Cleanest mouth in the world.
Oh god.
Right? Never,
All
ever.
right.
Because yeah, right? Come on. Now that we know better, we can do better.
Congratulations.
That's for you. That's
Lisa,
for you.
dental hygienist. All right.
Yeah. Right? There's your little tip. Little tip, Samantha.
Yeah, I'll take that away.
Yeah. Right? You're not
Okay.
gonna change, I can tell you.
No, I'm not.
You have a piss poor attitude about this. You are not gonna change. Right?
Oh, is it that easy to read? Okay.
That easy. And I know you really well. Right?
Pushing the
I'm digging my heels in. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, shut up. Stop being pushy.
Right? Mm.
All right. So here we are, Facebook Tuesday. I'm gonna just say, guys, you guys were a little lame. I'm gonna throw it out there. You were lame.
Careful what you say, because then they're gonna stop playing.
No, they'll keep playing and then they'll show me. They'll show me.
But here's what I think. I think that all of our friends on Facebook
Uh-huh.
are not from the 80s.
No.
That's what today showed me with them kicking everything to the curb. I'm like, you guys are not from the 80s.
Well, they kicked Bon Jovi, they kicked the Cure, REM. I was like, "Whoa, those are fighting words for Lisa."
That's my favorite, right? My favorite band of all time, other than
And
Anne Marie.
Nancy,
She got you.
Nancy,
Got you,
Zim,
fancy Nancy.
fancy Nancy. She kicked the Go-Go's, and I'm like, "That's not fun. That's not fair."
Right,
Ow.
right.
That's my first record I ever had.
I know.
There's
We
like a
both put
lot
our
of
hearts out,
sentimentality in
right?
that.
Somebody said I laughed at
Whatever.
somebody said, oh, who I don't remember the name now. Sorry, friends. Somebody said, I like the Go-Go's, but I think I only knew a couple of their songs. And I replied back because they only had a couple.
Because they only had a couple, but they were good. They were still
They were
good.
catchy.
But
They were
people
catchy.
were actually kicking Duran Duran too.
I know. That's why I was like, I think people don't love the 80s like we think they do.
And by the way, I have caught now several TikToks of Duran Duran, and you said they were really good still.
I said they're aging really good.
No, I'm not
Aging.
even going to say that.
Oh, hi.
No,
But yeah, you like
Simon Le
Rick Astley who needs a haircut?
he looks
Oh,
awesome.
don't start a fight with you mess with the bull, you're gonna get the fucking horns,
No,
man.
because Simon Le Bon did not look good in the TikTok that I saw.
Well, I don't know. You're probably purposely you're probably purposely putting in the
No,
search ugly
I'm
Simon
not.
Le Bon.
I am
Mm,
not. I like Duran Duran.
that's fine. I think Rick Astley's a loser.
You wouldn't let me put the platinum blonde guys on there. That would have been a hoot.
Well,
A
I
hoot.
felt that it wasn't a good representation for everybody.
They're Canadian. It's a representation of me and my
Well,
musical tastes in
listen,
the 80s.
nobody kicked Blondie though, hey?
I know, because you know why? Because she rocks.
Right? Nobody kicked
Rah.
Blondie, right? Samantha, we both pick. You don't get to pick all of them. That's why that was like that.
Well, people, and then there were just some people who refused to play and didn't want to kick anyone. And I'm like, that's fine with me.
Perfectly fine. Perfectly
Perfectly all
fine.
right.
Who were you? Who did you kick?
I would probably kick. I mean, I like Bon Jovi.
I
I'm
kicked Bon
cool.
Jovi.
Like or
I
REM. I mean, let's be
oh,
real. I
or the
know.
Go-Go's.
Or
Or
the
the Go-Go.
Go-Go's. No, I like the Go-Go's. I'm keeping them.
I don't. I'm kicking them.
Okay. Do whatever you got to do.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. So guys, if you're wondering, what are they talking about? We're talking about Facebook. We every week we throw stuff out onto our Facebook and we ask you guys to play along, but we do a lot of social media. We have Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. And so if you want to join us there. All you have to do is look up I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam. Boom. There we are. And also we do have YouTube. So if you want to see the weird stuff that we do and the faces that we make and the fingers that I give to Lisa, and there's always one particular middle finger that goes up.
Looks like this.
All you have to do is go onto YouTube and Google I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam, and you can catch full recordings of our episodes. And
How
that would
lucky.
be, yeah, that would be cool. And the last time I checked, we had still just 77 subscribers. You guys know I'm going higher. I would love for us to hit 100
Come
by
on,
the end of
guys.
January.
Right.
Come on, guys. You can do it. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. This is what we do. Right?
Totally.
Okay.
Totally. That's what we do.
We also have Patreon, which is patreon.com/I Shake My Head. For as little as $2 a month, you get the episode early, an extra episode every month. And it's kind of fun because we've, for the last Patreon, we put up a video. So it was kind of a little different for us. So we're kind of maybe going to do that. So if you want to see more content about us and what we talk about, and then also see it, you can check it out on Patreon.
And a little bit of our private stuff that we don't share.
Yeah.
Right.
So we also, guys, have a new play. Sure, you share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. We have a new place for you guys to listen to us at. It's shepodcasts.com/I Shake My Head. We have joined the She Podcast platform, so you can check us out there. And actually, their platform is Megaphone, but it's also on Spotify, so it's all tied together. So we're on a fun new platform.
And the
Where
whole
it's
beauty of She
spanky.
Podcast is that they're just trying to empower women,
Right. It's actually
right?
quite nice, and we're hoping to have a lot of fun with the new platform. And
Yeah.
it's kind of fun that we're on Spotify. It's officially our official platform. So kind
Yay
of cool.
us. Yay us. Okay. Not so yay us. I'm over it. I'm done with it. It needs to be done. There's too many, one after another after another. Same people win. There's no change. There's no vary. If I see Kieran McCulkey one more time, I'm gonna slap him. Is award season over yet, Samantha?
No, it is not. But
Oh,
God bless Chelsea Handler.
oh, that's our girl who we see on Saturday.
The Critics' Choice Awards. I didn't get to see them, but all I caught
It
on
was awesome.
TikTok was her stuff.
She was brilliant as
Yes.
usual.
And of course she was brilliant. Because she knows how to own a room.
Totally. Right?
She knows how to own that room.
Right?
And she made a dig at our guy Joe Coy.
Right? Who
And the
used to
dig
be her
was,
boyfriend,
yes, he used to be your boyfriend. She goes, "Thank you for laughing at that. My writers wrote it." I'm like,
right?
"Oh,
Right?
ooh, that hurt. That hurt."
Because he literally did the opposite. His
Yep.
opposite thing was, you guys have even been laughing at some of the jokes, even a few of the ones the writers wrote, like, right? Or most of the ones I've written, or he dissed his writers.
You're laughing at the ones I wrote, not the ones the
Right.
writers wrote.
Right. Right. So he
Right.
dissed the writers. She praised the writers and dissed him.
Yep. So
Ouch.
she,
Hey?
yeah, she did a really great job. She the look of annoyance on someone's, I can't remember who it was, when she said Martin Scorsese wasn't in the room, but she called him. She goes, "He's my kind of guy. I would take him and I would uh smack him
Toss
around like
him around like a
like an
Italian meatball.
tiny ball."
Because her thing is that she likes older men, and she's like, "I'll be waiting for him."
I
Right?
laughed out loud
Yeah,
at that one,
yeah.
and and some of the guys in the room were like, "Oh," and I'm like, "She's not you're not her audience, and she don't
You're
care."
she don't care. She can still pull it off. Even though you're not her audience, she can still pull it off,
Yeah. Oh, it's
right?
so good.
It was good. It was
So
good.
good. You know what I thought is really weird, though? I heard that the Barbie movie, the director Greta Gerwig, her screenplay is not under the original category for screenplays. It's actually under adapted.
Because
And
Barbie already existed
no, because there is no book, there is
about
no
the
TV
Barbie book.
show, there's
No,
nothing. It's just a doll.
just a doll
So,
and the world's imagination.
yeah, and the world's imagination of that
Right,
doll.
right.
So, Judd Apatow spoke out and he goes, "I don't understand why they would do that to Greta Gerwig when her screenplay
It's
is
original.
original. She wrote
Totally.
it from the ground up.
Yeah, totally she did, right?
It's
Because
under
my
adapted."
Barbie doll and her experience is different than your Barbie doll and her experience.
But there's
Because there was
nothing
no rules.
you go under adapted if it's a book,
If it's a
or it's
book,
adapted from another, if it's
another
adapted from
movie or
another
screen
piece,
something.
right?
Yeah.
Hers is not.
Huh,
So I thought that
interesting.
was really odd.
Yeah,
And I'm
but you
like,
know what though? That is really odd, but they won a category for, like, best comedy movie or something,
uh-huh.
and it was an award that was given before the show started, and Chelsea
Oh,
Handler had them come out. Chelsea Handler said, "I'm going rogue,
oh, that's
I'm
right.
going off on my own," and she called them up and let them say their acceptance speech.
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah,
too.
right,
You know,
which is good.
I I love award shows. You guys know that, but I'm already kind of done with them too. I hate to say that
Yeah.
because nobody new is winning the categories. It is
No,
the
there's no
same people
yeah,
from award show to award show. And I'm like, if that's all it's going to be, that you've already decided at the Golden Globes that this is the movie, TV show, actor, actresses
right,
supporting all these, like if
yeah,
you've already decided who's going to win, why don't
yeah.
you guys just roll it all into one and call it a day?
Because pretty much the same people just won the Emmys too,
Yeah. Like,
right?
I think
Yeah.
like there's so many other good shows out there And
Yeah.
after Jeremy Allen White accepts the third or fourth award for his lead
Roll in the
role in
Bear.
The Bear, like,
Uh,
is there not someone else who deserves that too?
yeah,
Like,
like there's
does
other
this per
there's yeah,
does this TV show, does this person, it doesn't take away from what he's doing, but
right.
there are other really good shows with other good people in it that
Definitely.
maybe deserve
Definitely.
to get some recognition. But it just seems like it's a core group of movies. It's a core
Yeah.
group of show,
Yeah.
and it just travels from award show to award show.
Yeah. They just change their outfit and insert here.
Like,
I
why
know,
bother?
right? Because then it makes me not wanna watch the Oscars because I already know Oppenheimer's gonna win.
I know.
Like, you already know Robert Downey
You
Jr. is gonna win.
Yeah, they've already decided that Barbie is not the movie of the year.
Right. Right?
We already know that.
Although the critics did pick "I'm Just Ken" as the song, right? And I'm like,
So-
"Wha" I like the look on their face was like, "What? No. Serious?" And whoever wrote it, he's like, "I may never get up here again." Right? But I remember I loved that song so much. "I'm just Ken." Da, da,
Yeah.
da, da, right? Like, I'm like, "Yay."
And
That was the only difference last
well, and you
from
know
the
what?
last
I forgot that that song was 11 minutes long.
the whole production, right?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
start to I'm like, I forgot that. It was
Yeah.
really long.
Really long and awesome. And awesome. So, I
Uh,
don't know, we'll have to see, I guess, with the Oscars, but I'm just like, it's in your face, it's right here.
I know. And now the
Right?
Oscars, it's like we're going to be able to predict the winners of the Oscars because
Yeah.
they've told us,
They've
you
already
know,
told us, right? Like,
Emmys, Golden
yeah,
Globes, Critics'
Critics' Choice,
Choice.
right?
Isn't SAG another one now?
There's SAG should be coming up before the Oscars, SAG will
Yeah.
come up,
Jeez.
right? So they're
Yeah.
all like bang, 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 right?
Yeah. All right.
Interesting, right? Interesting. You know
Whatevs,
what I'm
people.
okay, so remember back when we were kids and life was just good enough just being able to talk on the phone?
Yes.
I shake my head at FaceTiming. If you FaceTime, it feels like you always have to be ready. Like, I'll say to my kid sister, "Hey, I'll FaceTime you." "No, don't," right? I'm, like, at home and I look like a piece of shit, and even though I'm your sister and you've seen me look like a piece of shit, I don't really wanna have a conversation with you.
Uh-huh.
It's different if we're, like, staying together and we both look like shit because we just woke up. She's like, "I don't wanna have this conversation." No, it's too much expectation.
It is. It totally is. Because now, because you
Yes.
can like FaceTime people,
Yeah.
you have to be careful. Like you kind of have to always be dressed. You kind of always have to look half decent because
Half
you
look
never
decent.
know when someone's going to be like, "Hey, let's take a look." I'm like,
Don't take a look.
yeah,
How about no?
well, and you don't even like to talk on the phone, so
No, I like text, just send me a text. You have my undivided attention via text message,
yeah, exactly.
right? I will text as long as you want, right? Like, I hate the phone and I hate the thought like, that just panics me.
It's just a level of stress no one needs in their life.
It's like, do you remember when the judge became the judge? And I don't know how Michelle told you, but she FaceTimed me and all of a sudden it was like she came up and I thought, "Oh my god, something horrific has happened," obviously, because it's an emergency.
I
But yet it was good news, right? It was good
Yeah,
news because they could finally tell people.
yeah.
She was
I think she
FaceTiming.
I think
I'm
she
like,
called
"What?"
me.
I'm like, "What's up? What? Is everything okay?" "Yeah, I
Yeah.
got great news." "Oh, okay, well, text it. Click." Right? Like, get off.
Ah, that's what happens now when people call you, you think shit's happening.
Oh, yeah, right? Like, so now it's, like, so magnified. It was like back when we were kids. If your phone rang after 11 o'clock at night, some grandma's dead. There's been a car accident or somebody died. Right? Now you
It's
get any
true.
type of phone call, you think there's
Yeah.
like, if you were to phone me and I wasn't expecting usually you'll be like, "Hey, can I call?" "Yeah, sure," right? That seems like the right thing to do.
I warn you ahead of time.
Right, and it's not a FaceTime, it's just a call, right? Just a call, and I'll do the same,
Uh,
right? "You got a
yeah.
minute? I'm gonna give you a quick call." So it's now you got the warning, but yeah, like, if you were just to call out of the blue, I'd be like, "Oh shit, it's Sam, something bad has happened."
Uh-huh.
Why else would she be calling when she could just text? knowing what my preference is. So I shake my head at FaceTiming,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Yeah, right.
This
No,
is the
like,
society we live in now. We live in fear of FaceTime.
right? Like, yeah, sure. If you want to see all this in the raw, like on its own
Ah.
after work, sure, FaceTime away.
Oh yeah, after work, you've stripped stuff away. It's like,
Right? I got my globs of white on my face for my things. It's like not right, right. I'm not even sure
ah,
Mike's very excited to see it.
no.
Right? But he's got to, right? Because he signed the paper.
Uh-huh. This is
Signed
true.
the paper. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that it's just too much stress overall. I don't want it in my life. It's too much stress. That's what
Okay.
I'm thinking. Yeah,
All
too
right.
much.
All right. Well, I got a nice shake of my head because
Right.
this is because it's that season for us.
Mm.
We're all plugging our cars in. I shake my head at the people who pull away without unplugging their car.
Oh my god, how does that happen?
How do you forget that when it's
Wow,
freezing?
right? And you know it's freezing. You've walked out and it's freezing,
Right. It's not good.
right?
It's not good, man. It's
And
not
then
good.
you just see stray, like you always know, right? You just see stray cords along the highway, right? You just see stray cords on side streets, and it's like, oh, apparently somebody backed out, right?
Yeah.
Didn't didn't think to unplug. Like,
What did somebody call them on the radio? Red and blue snakes.
right, right, exactly. It's so true. It's so true.
So it's so Saskatchewanian.
Right? I never, you know what, before when I grew up in Ontario, as you know, right? When I went to school in Manitoba, I never ever had heard of plugging in a car until then.
What?
Ever. I didn't, the car I drove out there didn't have a block heater. So that thing didn't
Oh.
start for 6 months. I'm like, "It just died. I don't know what happened. It just died." And then I remember saying to my dad, I said, like, "Dad, they plug their cars in here." And he was like, "What do you mean they plug their" I'm like, "I don't know, but people plug in their cars."
You got to keep the battery warm.
I'd never seen that before,
Yeah,
ever,
battery frees up your toast.
right? Never had seen that, right? Ever, ever, ever. Okay, this is what I need. This is what I need, Samantha. I need in my life a new super couple to emerge. I need us to ease up on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, right?
You
We
know
need to
what? If
move
we
on,
Yeah, I
right?
don't know. It'd be great if we could, Lisa, but who is as important as these two? Because they are the it couple right now. And I agree. I think we need to move away from Jason Kelsey and Taylor Swift
Right.
because too much uh, attention and paparazzi and
They're gonna
like
be
focus.
their relationship's gonna blow up.
It's going to be the death of them, I swear.
It's gonna happen. One of them's not gonna be able to cope with it,
Yeah. So,
right? At
I mean,
some
he's
point.
he's doing okay so far. Taylor Swift, this is like her bag, right? She knows what she's
Yeah,
doing,
yeah.
but I don't
Right?
know. But
I don't know.
who else is out there? Who
There's
else?
nobody. Nobody.
Right. Nobody else is as exciting as Taylor Swift because she's got this big Eras tour happening.
Right? Yeah.
You know, who
And
else
now
is
and now
single?
she's found love.
Well, and but who else has found love? Like that
Nobody.
would be even remotely exciting to watch.
There's no love out there.
There is
What the
no
world needs now is new love, right?
Well, I think Selena Gomez is dating, but I don't think he's overly famous.
So no, doesn't count.
So no.
Doesn't count.
Um I don't think
Doesn't.
there really isn't anybody that could take the
Ever.
spotlight away from those two.
No, right? Oh, I'm getting a little worried for them,
I know. I know.
you
And
know?
the Chiefs
Yeah.
won their game, so they're still in the
Still in,
playoffs. Yeah.
right. Unlike the
Eagles toast.
I saw some rants from John Domingo.
Yeah, it was a bad game. It's a bad
I
game.
didn't I didn't poke the bear. I get it, right? He's not
Nope.
happy with his
He's not
team,
happy. They
right?
sucked.
They
They
did. They played
sucked.
really bad, but they played really bad the last 6 or 7 games, right? So,
Yeah.
oh, my Bills are still in it. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
That's why because I'm team Buffalo because I'm from Southern Ontario,
I know.
right? But my
I know.
Jays, they start up soon. They haven't made any trades. All they did was trade people away. They haven't gotten anybody new, so they're gonna suck.
All
Do you
right.
know what they're going on? They're going on, "We feel that we can have a good year with what we have." Really? Because you didn't last year, and now you've given some of them away. But sure, let's go with that, shall we?
It's a rebuilding year, Lisa.
Apparently, it's a something. We almost paid $700 million, and now we can't pay anything to anybody, right? Seems odd. It doesn't don't.
Oh,
I'm not going to.
you're
Don't.
so bitter.
Don't. Oh, I'm bitter.
Uh, okay, so if you're rich, is it easier to go bankrupt than if you're poor?
Oh, it's probably easier, but I think then you're stupider if you do, right? You know?
You're stupider.
Like,
That's nice.
I think you're stupider. I think if you're rich and you go bankrupt, you're stupider,
You're stupider. Yeah.
right? I think if you're poor and you go bankrupt, you were just poor enjoying life, right? That's not stupid, that's just enjoying life. If you're
Yeah.
rich and go bankrupt, you're stupider.
Stupider.
You're just stupider.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Like, I think that if you were rich and then you go bankrupt, you've done something wrong.
Right, like, be stupider,
Yeah, because you've trusted
right?
the wrong people. Someone took all your
Totally,
cash.
right? That's why Oprah says she signs every check, right?
Yep.
Because I know I'm gonna know where that check's going. I would not sign every check.
No, you would
I
not.
would be stupider. If you
You
and
would.
I got rich, I would be stupider. You'd be signing every check. I'd be like,
Oh, yeah, for
I
sure.
wrote 4 checks," and you'd be like, "To who?" "I don't know. I don't remember. Did you write it down?" "No. That's why I didn't get to use your credit card."
This is totally why.
Right? I know me. I know me, right? Only good intentions though,
I'm
right?
sure. Yeah, that's
Right?
yeah.
So yeah, I think it's easier for rich people to go bankrupt.
Yeah.
Bunch of dum-dums.
Dum-dums.
You got one chance and look at what you blew it. It's like OJ Simpson, right? You killed your ex-wife and the guy, and you got off. If these gloves don't fit, you must acquit. You got off, and then you
Uh-huh.
blew it and did something stupid and got back in jail. Dum dum, you're stupider, right? I think you're. Yeah. If the Great Gazoo would come down, he'd be like, "Listen here, dum dum," right? Right? He would totally be
Maybe maybe
right.
it's just because you think because you're rich and you have all this money, you think you can get away with stuff,
Maybe
right? So
that makes
maybe
you stupider.
maybe when people get really rich and they have it for any length of time, they forget that they too can go back to having nothing.
Yeah,
They
and
forget
go
that part.
right. So maybe, dear OJ Simpson, when you get away with murder, you need to just probably tighten up your belt and just mind your P's and Q's because you got away with murder.
Lay
It's
low.
like Gypsy Rose, right? Gypsy Rose is out living her best grandiose life, getting makeovers and facials and nails done. And I'm in New York City and I'm here and I'm there. And I get your young life was horrible. You're making up for lost time now.
Uh-huh.
But just be careful, Gypsy Rose, because remember you did kill your mama, or you asked somebody to kill your mama, and that's not that smart. That's a little bit stupid too, right? And you got a out of jail card. You got out of jail for free. So just be careful,
Oh
right?
my
I
god.
don't know. Okay, I want to
Okay.
talk about this is serious now. This is a serious conversation, Samantha. Fast
Uh-huh.
food restaurants and their desserts. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Why is it always a sundae, a cookie, or a pie? What about a fast food delicious piece of cake?
I think cake goes bad quicker.
Then a hard cookie?
Yeah, or a
Then a
pie.
piece of pie?
I
Really?
think it's easier to have a sundae. I think it's easier to have cheesecake. I think cake gets dry and it gets gross after it gets dry.
And then it makes me think like restaurants, right? Why does every dessert have to be a cheesecake? Why can't you just have like a nice cake? Like a nice yellow cake with chocolate icing? Why can't you do that, restaurants?
Not everything is going to be a McCain's cake, Lisa.
Right? Samantha, I'm a little bit fancier than that. It's a
No,
McCain's
you're
marble
not.
cake, thank you.
Oh,
It's a marble
sorry.
cake. Thank you. That's fancier than just a McCain's cake,
Yeah,
the
that
marble.
is fancier, yep.
comes out. What about the Pepperidge Farm layer cake? Remember that bad boy?
No.
You don't? Even Mike remembers
No.
that, so it's not a
No.
provincial thing. That was in the freezer.
Oh,
And
okay.
and grandparents, he said his grandparents, my grandparents too, always had one on hand just in case company stopped by for tea or coffee. And out came the Pepperidge Farm layer cake. It was just in a box, and you just unfolded the box and
Oh,
sliced it
yes,
up,
okay. Yes, now I
right?
remember. Yeah.
Right? Everybody got a piece of cake while
Yeah, everybody
they
got
stopped by unexpectedly, because that's what people did back in those days,
yeah. Had a
right?
coffee.
Had a coffee, right? No notice, just was in the neighborhood stuff. Nowadays, don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Don't
Don't
if
you
you're
dare
driving
stop by.
if you're if you are at the convenience store next to my apartment building, don't you dare just stop by unexpected without texting me saying, "Hey, I'm next door. Can I swing by?" And me coming up with some big elaborate excuse why you can't. No, don't you dare, right?
I would never do that.
Right? Right? You just wouldn't, right? What you would do is you
Oh.
drive by hoping nobody's looking out the window as you drive by.
But you know what is funny though? I wouldn't do that to you, but I would do that to my parents.
They're your parents, it's different.
I know, but shouldn't you check to see if they're at home?
You just walk into your parents' house, or you knock on the door?
No, I knock
Okay, good. And wait for them to say, "Come in,"
most
or
of
you
the
just
time.
knock or you knock and
I
walk?
knock and roll in.
Right, like, what if they're doing something that don't you dare just knock and walk, right?
I knock
We used to
usually.
do that. My grandparents lived across the hall in our
Uh,
apartments in Stainer. We used to just open the door and walk on in. We never knocked and walked. We just opened the door like it was our home. God, we were bad, hey? "Hi, Nana."
yeah,
Didn't matter
yeah,
what Nana was doing.
yeah.
Nana could
Hi,
be
how
in the
you doing?
bathtub. Nana could have been in the bath. We would have walked in the bathroom. "Hi, Nana." Never would have cared. Wouldn't have cared, right?
So weird.
Yeah, don't just knock and walk. Don't you dare.
All right, Jim McCain's
Right?
cake eater.
Pepperidge Farm lady. That's what I am. Right? Just saying. The good
Ah,
old days, Samantha.
the good
Right?
old days.
The good old days, right?
Okay,
That's
guys. So we want your feedback on what we talk about. So send your comments to ismhead@gmail.com or don't, because some of you haven't, or actually all of you haven't. So maybe you don't care, but I want you to care. And this is
I
my
want you to
way
care.
of trying to guilt you into doing it, or maybe
Come
I'm
on.
bullying you. I mean, it's hard to say.
She's a
And
bit of a bully sometimes.
yeah. So if you do send a comment, hint, hint, you just might find it being mentioned during an episode. Oh, wouldn't that be
And
fun?
I think we have a track record of doing that,
Yes, we do, and we talk about you. We're really nice, and
right?
I
Because
mean,
we appreciate you.
if it's not great feedback, then I don't know how nice we'll be. I
Well, but
can't
we'll still
guarantee
talk
that.
about you. Remember the lady who didn't like my hair?
We'll still talk about it
She still pops up every now and then.
because we're a little bitchy that way.
I hold on to a grudge.
We do.
I
Um,
hold
and this is just a reminder that you can also get some I Shake My Head swag at Threadless, which is www.ishakemyhead.threadless.com. And we just want to thank John Domingo for putting together our podcast. He does a great job every week. Puts up with
Samantha,
our crazy.
she totally does. Totally does. Have we made a decision?
I thought you did.
No, I asked if we did. It's
No,
not just a single decision.
I feel
Have we
like it's
made
a
it?
you decision.
No, it's not. Fine, you make the decision.
No, you do.
You make it. We're not ready to announce it quite yet?
No, we're not.
We're not there yet, eh? But friends of the podcast, there's definitely a place we're leaning towards for January 26th,
Yes.
right? Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we're definitely leaning. So
We're right. We got some information yesterday that made us lean
Mhm.
a little more. I sent them
Yeah.
another message today. If they answer that message correctly, might lean a little even further.
Oh God, you are a bit of a pest, hey?
Bit of a They chose to respond back. They could have "Don't you dare" and ignored me, right? But they didn't. So,
But they didn't.
all
Yeah.
right, Samantha. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, I know I'm better. Friends of the
Ugh.
podcast. You set it up every week like clockwork. Friends of the podcast. Have a great week. Stay warm
Yes.
if it's cold where you are.
Mhm.
And if it's not cold where you are, don't rub it in. All right, Samantha, always a pleasure.
Yeah, it should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.